Morning students. Today we are discussing about recursive function. So, you know what is a function? Function defines some codes and that code can be used anywhere in the program several times. So we define some codes with the name that is defining a function. And this function can be called anywhere in the program number of times. Whenever we want to repeat some statement, it is useful to use a function. Now, what is recursive function? Top-down design decompose a complex problem into a set of simple problems and solve these with the different functions. In some cases, you can decompose a complex problem into smaller subproblems, and these subproblems can be solved by using the same function. This design strategy is called recursive function. The resulting functions are called the recursive function. So, we decompose a complex problem into subproblem and can be solved using the same function. That is, some code can be repeatedly called in the program. That is recursive function. How will you define a function? That is, a recursive function can be defined and used in a program. How? What is a recursive function? When a function is called by itself. The recursive function is a function that calls itself. Whenever a function is called itself, it is a recursive function. To prevent a function from repeating itself indefinitely, it must contain at least one selection statement. This statement examines a condition called a base case to determine whether to stop or to continue with another recursive step. Whenever we use a function, there is some conditions that determines the execution. That is whether to stop or continue with another recursive step. Most recursive functions expect at least one argument. This data value is used to test for the base case that ends with the recursive process, and it is modified in some way before each recursive step. If some conditions in the code that determines the number of times the function is to be executed and whether there is an infinite loop or it must be stopped, that determines the condition. Is the value used to test for the base case that ends the recursive process. Depending upon some values, that is the base case value, that determines the iteration or recursive process of the function. The modification of the data value should produce a new data value that allows the function to reach the base case eventually. And we can change the value inside the value, and the condition also can be changed. Here is an example recursive function, that is, this function defines find out the factorial of a number using recursion. So as you know, how will you define a function? Function can be defined using the statement def. If is the keyword used to define a function. And the function name is factorial. The parameter is n. So function diff factorial of n. Then this full colon determines the block of statements. That is, this if and else are the block of statement in the function. So this full colon determines the block for this function. And first, if n equal to 1, then return 1, else return n star factorial of n minus 1. Whenever the value of n equal to 1, 1 is returned. Otherwise, it will call the function n star factorial of n minus 1. Then this function is called many times. For example, f equal to factorial of 3. So 3 is passed here. If n equal to 1, this condition is false, then else condition is executed. Here return 3 star, the value of n is 3, so is 3 star factorial of 2. Factorial of 2 means n minus 1, 3 minus 1 equal to 2. So 3 star factorial of 2, then this 2 is passed to this function itself. Then also n equal to 1 is false. Here also the condition else, that is 3 star, first we call it 3, then it is the value is 2, value of n is 2, and 2 star factorial of 1. It is 3 star 2 is 6. Then 2 minus 1 is 1, this 1 is passed to n. So when here, if n equal to 1 is true, then value returned is 1. So value of f equal to 3 star 2 star 1 is 6. So you got the value of f is 6 and print f will give the output 6. Here each time when the function factorial is called, that is recursion occur in this place. First we got it as 3, and in the value of n not equal to 1, so the else part that is returned 3 star factorial of 2 minus 1. So here also this function is called itself. This is the way recursive function works. Whenever a function call itself repeatedly, that is called a recursion. This is how it works. X equal to factorial of 3 equal to factorial of 3. If factorial of n, that is 3. First it is if n equal to 1. It is false. So else part is return n, value of n is 3 and factorial of 2. Then this 2 is passed here. So next value is 2. Then this is the steps for 2. Factorial of 2 is n not equal to 1. So else part is executed. Return 2 star factorial of 1. 2 minus 1. So 3 star 2 equal to 6 is returned. Then 1 is passed again. So that is called by star factorial of 1. Then factorial of 1 is calculated. The value of 1 is passed to n. And if n equal to 1, return 1. So the value is 1. Then 1 is returned. 1 is returned. We got it as 3 star, 2 star, 1. So the answer is 6. This is the way it is executed. It is iteration versus recursion. Is recursion. Recursion is fundamentally a means of repeatedly executing a set of instructions. Some instruction can be executed repeatedly. That is recursion. Set of instructions are those of a function. A function is repeatedly executed once for each recursive function call. As we see in the previous example, the factorial function is executed several times. Some code defined as a function, and that function can be called by itself repeatedly. That is recursion. Recursion and iteration are two means of accomplishing the same result. Whatever can be computed using recursion can also be computed using iteration and vice versa. Iteration and recursions are equivalent in terms of what can be computed. There is no clear-cut answer to the question, that is iteration and recursion. When we use this recursion or when we use this iteration, a recursive function generally takes more time to execute than an equivalent iterative approach. This takes more time because the multiple function calls are relatively time consuming. In while and for loop execute very efficiently, thus when a problem can be solved both recursively and iteratively with similar programming effort, it is generally best to use an iterative approach. This time consuming is more time is used in recursive function than looping statement. So it's favorable to use iteration than recursion. What is infinite recursion? A design error might trip a programmer occurs when the function can continue executing forever. Such a situation is known as infinite recursion. So we can't exit from this function. If some conditions arises, it is repeatedly executing the same way. Infinite recursion arises when the programmer fails to specify the base case or to reduce the size of the problem in a way that terminates the recursive process. By then, virtual machine eventually runs out of memory resource to manage the process. So it halts execution with a message indicating a stack overflow error. Otherwise, if by then virtual machine use some recursions and give it a message. Otherwise, there's an infinite error occurs and we can't find what is the problem or how will you rectify that. That is an infinite recursion. So, in infinite recursion, the base case value fails. We can't quit from the function. That is the situation. In Python, the Python virtual machine do some task, that is just a message or execution. So with that, I'm winding up this session. Thank you.